Oh yeah, we
Welcome back
Mm-hmm.
to the You Experience with Vic and your boy,
Nate.
Nate Dog.
I'm gonna start doing that now.
Uh,
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Before we sound the
Before we move on, I want to just give a big shout out to me for my knowledge on music. Cause
Okay.
last episode we said Nate Dogg, right? And I said
Yeah.
regulators,
Regulators?
and then I said, wait, actually it's Warren G featuring Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
So I went home listening to the song, and I'm like, yep, it's Warren G featuring Nate Dogg. I was like, oh, Nate, you smooth with it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You seem to be pretty good at that. I mean, I'm shocked at how many lyrics you know. You are incredible at like I could do like a short segment.
Yeah.
You would know what song that is.
Nah, it's kind of I amaze myself.
Mm.
So, but welcome
Yeah.
back, Vic.
Welcome back, everyone. And you were
What's
telling
going
me
on?
a fun little fact earlier today about our viewers, how regularly they're tuning in. And thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you,
coming back and tuning in.
thank you.
And, feel free to leave some feedback in the comments and some ideas and things you would like us to talk about, because we'll definitely look that over and see how we can implement that in some of these things.
No, yeah, it's I mean, without them, without you guys, like this doesn't really. I don't know. It's just like y'all play a big role.
It's a conversation between me and Nate in that case.
Yeah, it's just a conversation recorded, but since like constantly getting those views, constantly showing like the support, it's just man, it's so mind blowing. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. I was thinking about this today too on the drive over here. I was like, man, the day we have like millions of followers, like millions of subscribers, millions of listeners, like how is that gonna look like? How's our life gonna look like at that time? You
That's
know?
true.
I was just thinking about that. And I was like, damn. It's a lot.
We should do what Mr. Beast does, or what he did. I don't know if he did anymore, but something kind of set some goals up and see
Yeah.
him in the future.
Yeah.
6 months, a year, 5 years out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, to think that you got, I think depending on what you choose in life, right? And I think today that's why it's so applicable to speak about choices and decisions and kind of how those take you in a completely different direction, right? Just because based off whatever your environment, that kind of gives you an idea of what you're going to be.
Yeah.
But you can always choose. You always have the number one power you have is the power of choice.
Power of choice, baby.
You can choose if you want to be, the greatest artist that has ever existed. Like it's a choice. It's a choice to be that. If you want to be the greatest ball player, you might there might be some genetics to it, right? Because I don't think I would be that great of a basketball player if I'm going up against a guy that's like 7 feet tall.
Yeah. There's a little bit of
But still, you could be really good, because I'm sure there's a ton of guys that are not the tallest guys and they're still doing really good.
yeah. Especially like at the professional level.
Mhm.
I feel like for me, or I feel like my view of the NBA or like a league like that, like height plays a big role. Unfortunately, it it shouldn't stop anybody though.
I used to play football with my neighbor, right? So when he was growing up, he was we were young. He was average height, and as he got older and he hit his puberty stage, this dude shot up like a freaking tree. So at that point, it didn't even become fun to play football anymore, because all he would do is just catch it right over you.
Yeah, but then like you get to like, I for me it's like, okay, so if height is like a there's a difference there. Like how can you? So now you just got to be smarter.
You just gotta be
You got to outsmart
I
your
like that.
opponent, which
Yeah.
is why I love. Which is why I love sports for the most part, because it's just like outsmarting your opponent.
Mhm.
Like how can you
Outsmart them.
outsmart somebody else?
Yeah, strategy.
Strategy,
The Art of War. If you see it back here, that book is about strategy.
strategy.
It's a
Really?
great book.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a great book.
Speaking of which, what made you decide to get this? This is a nice little upgrade to the studio a little bit.
I liked. I've seen it on somebody's post,
Yeah.
and I was like, I want to get one of those. It's pretty neat. It's very convenient to also just have your books kind of out here instead of like having to dig through them and wherever you have them. This is kind of just quick. You just grab
kind
it.
of easy. It makes you want to read more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nah,
and then you
it's-
can segment them by
Yeah,
how, you know, psychology, strategy, you know, mentality, and
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Nah,
whatever.
it's
You can. It's your oyster. You can make it whatever you want.
it's real sweet.
Yeah.
I pulled up in here and I'm like, oh, this is neat. This is neat. I like it. I like it
Okay.
very, very much.
Mm.
So
Appreciate you liking my choices.
good investment there. With the top
Yeah.
off too. We took
With
the
the-
top off.
today
huh?
we decided to go with the Ferrari and convertible, putting the convertible top on it. You know,
when you
think it
took
gives
it,
it-
I'll be like, well, we taking the
gives
top
it a
off
good
today.
kick. Let's turn Luke around a little bit here. There we go. Oh, I just turned over his wig. That's just the wig right there.
That's what I thought you were doing.
No, I wanted to turn his whole face. But yeah, so today is about choices and your decisions and kind of the path that you choose and how it has an impact on where you end up.
Yeah. Yeah.
The journey and the destination is made up of your choices. Small, big, medium size, you know, just whatever vision you have is made up of every single choice. The choice that to get up early or to get up late, the choice to work out, not to work out, the choice to eat greasy, fattening foods or eat healthy foods that give nutrition to your body, to sleep or not to sleep. All
Choice
those
is
choices.
yours.
All those choices are important.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, you know, from the beginning, and I just kind of think about it, and to me personally, what I think is the most important fundamental right, a God-given right, something that cannot be stripped from you, is choice. Because even if you read the book itself, it tells you from the very beginning, right? You had the choice to either eat of the fruit or not eat of the fruit.
Yeah.
That was a choice.
Yeah.
So
Influenced.
yeah,
Whatever the case may be, it's like you had the choice.
you have the choice.
You are in power of your own life, like your own decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about it today. I'm like, man, my choices that I've made got me here, right here in this very seat right now.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it can do that for you. It can help you. It can make or break you. It can make your dreams come to reality, or it can make them sliver away slowly but surely. But like the decisions that I've made, like I'm here because of that. I am right here in the flesh with you because of that. And it goes to show like how powerful your decisions are. Like
Yes.
what you want, you gotta make the right decisions. And sometimes we know what the right decision is. It's just like we're stubborn.
We're stubborn, or we're too emotionally attached to whatever that decision is, and it makes it very difficult. It's like going to, let's say you're at a bar and you see a really pretty girl,
Yeah.
right? And really just to strike up a conversation, and you're really good at this. I don't know if it's natural or what, but you talk to everybody. So it makes it very easy for you to just talk to anybody about anything at any moment.
Yeah.
But to somebody who's not that, right? It's just a flood of emotion just comes over, and it's like, oh, should I not? What if this? What if that? What if that? Right? So you can't make a choice. You can't make that final decision whether to go talk to her or not, because you're just inundated by a bunch of thoughts, and now you can't. You're like a broken record. You're just kind of going and spinning in circles, and you defeat yourself before you even have the opportunity.
And I think like for those moments, it's like you gotta remember you live once. You only live one life. Remember before you make a decision, you gotta think to yourself like, life is short. I only have one life. Like, will I regret this in the future, or will I not? Like, and that's one thing you don't want to live. Like, you don't want to live in regret. At least for me personally, like I don't. For the most part, sure, I make decisions sometimes that hurt, and I'm like, damn, like this and that. But like, I don't really regret a lot of things. Like I'm very, I accept it. Like I'm okay with it. You know, like I don't live in regret. I really don't for the most part. Maybe like, yeah, I don't live in regret, honestly.
Have you ever had situations where in the moment in time while you were attempting to make that decision or take that choice that you had to take, where it seems so difficult, but then after you you decided, you were like, oh well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, prime example is school.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew, I was always in my head about it. Like, like I gotta apply, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and like I did it in a day or two,
Mm-hmm.
and as before you know it, I'm like attending school, and I'm like, that was easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's just, again, I know what needs to, the things that you need, that deep down that your soul knows what needs to get done, are probably the things that need to get done, and like that's right for you. Like
Mhm.
it's aligned to what the time of phase that you're going through in life. It's just, you got to listen to it and take action and make the decision to do it, you
Mhm.
know? But yeah, I mean, after I made that decision, it's just like, it's been like another door open for me. It's just, I've just want like ideas. It's just another world for me opened up as soon as I made that decision. So
Right. Right. It's very similar to one incident that I remember is where I reflected upon this, and you know, I had several people that I started to work with and everything like that, and I decided to go into the management side of things, right, and
yeah,
kind of learn that and learn how to put teams together, how to interact with people, how to train people, how to get people to align to my vision and my mission, and kind of implement that, right? You want to cheer?
sure.
Mm.
My
I
bad.
just want to make sure that you're not thirsty because
I did already take a
gotta make
sip. I'm
sure.
sorry.
Okay. So
I did.
see,
That
now
was on me. That was on me. But I was just thirsty. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make a big deal, just like you make a big deal out of it. You know, and you know,
Fair,
we
fair.
were both we both came up in that sense, and I made the choice to do that, and others didn't, right? And that choice took them in a different path, and it took me in a different path.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it didn't take them in a different path. Maybe they stayed where they felt comfortable, and it took me in a completely different path and a different journey. I mean, to be exact, right? I mean, in a journey to where it's, if you really look at it, I mean, it brought me to the point to where you and I got to meet,
Yeah.
right? Had I taken that other path, who knows?
Who knows?
Who
Yeah,
knows
yeah,
what?
yeah,
Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah.
Who knows what it would
Yeah.
have been? But that's why, kind of taking the time to think and decide what that main goal is the important part, because it makes everything so much clearer.
Yeah.
You begin to understand that there's a lot of things, there's a lot of fluff, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of distraction that doesn't really matter, and once you have that one thing, it clears out all that other stuff, and it makes it easier.
Makes
right?
it easy.
If your goal is to be fit, right, then you're not, anytime you get invited to go out and eat, you're either going to find a healthy choice, or you're going to say no thank you. Well, you know, maybe next time, maybe when you guys go on a hike, I'll go with you guys, or when you guys go to the gym, feel free to invite me.
Yeah.
Right? If you focus on school, right, then if somebody wants to take you out partying, or wants to take you out doing something that's going to pull you away from your learning, then it's going to be very clear and very easy to say, you know what, I'm gonna pass this time,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because like a lot of the very successful people, Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs and Elon Musk, it's not the things you say yes to, it's the things you say no to.
Mm.
The making the choice of saying no to most of it, so you can do the few things that will get you there.
And that's the decision you got to make.
And those are
Those
the
are the
decisions you have
choices.
to make. Those are the filters you have to decide on.
Yeah. Damn. No, yeah, it goes deep. It goes like, my mom always says this, is like, she always used to tell me this when she would say every
Nathan, you eat too much.
No, she did not say that.
You ever said that?
She said every decision you make has a consequence, good or bad.
Yes.
And you know, every time she would say that, I'd be like, oh, Mom, in my head, though, if I said that out loud,
you wouldn't have any teeth.
yeah. I'm like, I know, obviously, I know. But then as I get older, you know, as I get a little wiser more and more, I'm like, damn, my mom. Now I hit her with that. I hit her with her own stuff sometimes. You know, sometimes she be talking to me, and I'd be like, Mom, like, every decision you have has a consequence, good or bad. You taught me that. You know, but I realized the significance of that. It's like, you can't be upset at the consequence of a decision that you made, right? If it's something that's out of your control, sure, but like if you do, what's an example? Like if you study
Mm-hmm.
for a quiz, for an exam,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a decent grade on there, you pass, whatever, that's a good consequence of your action of deciding that to study.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't study and you take a test and you fail, like if you do poorly, that was a decision that you've made that you because you did not study for that. So like you can't be upset. You know what I mean? And of course, you decided not to study.
Correct.
You decided to scroll, to go out, to do this, do that. And it's in those moments where you got to find saying no to, like you were saying, of going out or scrolling and be like, no, you know what? I need to focus. I need to study. And make it clear what your goal is so that everything else filters out easily.
Mm-hmm.
And you pass in the exam. Like it's just, it's a domino effect. Everything has a domino effect, man. And it's just knowing what do you want? Knowing what do you want and how clear and bad do you want it? Because if it's that bad as much as you want to breathe, it should be, I wouldn't say easy, but a lot of things should filter out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of distractions should filter out.
Right.
If you really know what
Eric
you want.
Thomas says that, right? If you want it as bad as you want to breathe, then that's when you will accomplish that which you're looking for.
Yeah.
And those choices, they'll change your journey. They will change your journey in different ways. And speaking of journeys, earlier today, as I was driving, there was a ton of traffic for some reason. But sometimes we get really, really caught up, right, with just life, and it's like, oh, I need to get there now. I need it, right? Something that's going to be for you is, if you make the right choices and along the path, right? Even if you make one wrong choice, it's like driving. It's like putting the GPS, right? You put in the GPS, you put in the address that you're going to or the location that you're going to. That is the end goal.
Right.
Right. And the GPS has a certain way of getting you there, right? That would be your systems, your frameworks, your processes, right? And you make a left, you make a right, you go straight for 3 miles and whatever. So it's the same thing with life. Sometimes you're gonna make a wrong turn, or you're gonna forget to take your exit on the freeway. But you gotta remember, there's always going to be another one.
Yeah, another exit.
So you just have to make the choice to also understand that mistakes will happen, things will happen.
Yeah.
In your life where sure, it's not the most optimal thing, but you still have and you still are empowered to then make a different choice and take a different action and make a different decision that takes you right back into the path, right? You can always get there, no matter how far of a detour you take. But the further away your detour goes, the longer it's going to take you to get back into where you need to get.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's not easy. It's simple.
Simple, but it ain't easy.
But it's not easy.
And that's what makes life enjoyable, though. Like those moments you do miss an exit. You're like, you get upset for a second, like I miss. But then I think back, like, so I feel, personally for me, like I'm just kind of opening up here. Like, I feel like I'm in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm always in a rush for no reason.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's a reason, but like, I feel 24/7, my mind is always like in a rush, and and I don't like that feeling very much, because life is spontaneous. Life is not guaranteed. It's not certain. There's not a simple, this is how your life is gonna be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's how it's gonna go. It's like, this is your life, but things switch up, things happen. That's the beauty of life right there. If there's a beauty of life,
it's the variety.
It's the variety. It's the choices that we can make. It's the spontaneous. It's the last minute plans. Last minute things that happen. I was getting a haircut this week on Wednesday, and I was talking to my barber, and he was telling me how he went to a Dodger game, like last minute, right? A last minute postseason game. And I was telling him, I'm like, bro, like those are the moments that, like, you live life, you know, like those are the living life moments.
Spontaneity.
Yeah, like you just like if you that's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of also like being here, being alive, being just present. Just being able to like do things like that and like take life as it comes, you know, not it's not always gonna go as planned. Um for today, for example, you know, every day you have a decision, you have a choice to make whether it's gonna like you can have a plan, sure, to kind of structure your day, structure your life, structure your week, but like it's not always gonna happen.
It's always going to be 100% certain that that's exactly what's going to happen because there's always going to be unpredicted events, unpredicted things that you didn't expect. But if you have a plan or you have if thens then that's,
Mm-hmm.
then it makes it easier to adjust, right? It doesn't unravel your whole entire thing, your
Yeah.
whole entire life or your whole entire plan. You just understand that hey, stuff happens sometimes, and you know you got to give yourself that flexibility
Yeah.
in your life to kind of just you know hey you know it's I was expecting to go out and I was expecting to go out and eat with this particular person and that didn't happen. Well, it's not the end of the world. And just what happens after that? Oh, well, maybe you do some homework or maybe you read a book or maybe you go out and work out. Maybe you go out by yourself and have that dinner. You know, sometimes you got to take yourself out,
Nah, yeah.
right? Make the choice to be with
I'm good
yourself
at that.
sometimes.
I'm good at that
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, yeah. You make the choice to put a lot of food down your mouth. That's what you do too.
Hey, don't be mad at me that I can eat and still have this physique while you eat.
Chiseled by the gods
Yeah.
themselves.
While you eat and you worrying about breaking 5 pounds the next morning. You know what I mean? You gotta check the
I eat and it all goes right there.
Oh,
Whoops.
dang! Look, you
See, I'm already ready to break everything.
No, you are fairly buff in
It's-
that aspect.
You know, it's that consistency. It's that choice that I make every single like for example, like and I've made this a habit now and I think my body's catching on. It's if I feel like I'm complaining and I like oh man, I got to do my push-ups. I'm just going to okay, you're complaining about doing push-ups? Now we're going to do 700. Keep complaining. We got to go up more. You know, we're going to do 600 and 700. And, all right, keep complaining. So, you know, so now it's like hey, well,
Like-
500 is nothing.
yeah, just calladito se
Exactly.
mira más bonito.
Exactly. So you know,
Yeah.
it's just it's that. Yesterday I had some pizza and it really like oh man, it threw me off my kilter. And that's another thing is observing what you're consuming and how it's making you how you're reacting to that, right? So
Yeah.
so I ate that and I just felt so tired, so sleepy, so groggy, and it really just sucked out all my energy. I don't know if it was because of the digestion or of what, or maybe I ate too much. I don't know, but it just didn't feel good. I
Yeah.
didn't like what it did to me. So you know, and I wasn't trying to work out either. But then after that, I was like, I have to. It's like I'm not going to allow this to choose for me what I'm gonna, you know, if I am or I'm not gonna work out. Because if not, then I'm a slave to everything else. So then yeah, I did that and I went a little extra as well to kind of, you know, build that habit. So those choices of like, well, when you don't want to, we're gonna do more. So it's like you either get comfortable with what is or you're gonna have to do more.
Mhm.
So either way it's getting done. There's no if, buts, whens about it. It's getting done.
Yeah.
So you pre-choose to have situations happen as you would like them to be built.
Do you ever think your decisions will get you right here, right now, in that seat?
Well, no, not really. Eventually I saw sort of like in the future, I was like, you know, but if you connect the dots looking back, yeah, it made total sense.
Makes sense.
But for me, if you had asked me 2 years ago, hey, you know, you're going to be sitting and here in the studio speaking about different things with, you know, Nathan or
Yeah.
Nate, right? Not at all.
Dang.
Not at all.
Dang. That's kind of.
You know, but there was certain choices that we made in life that made it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So again, it's you never know what those choices are going to be. Sometimes you make the choice, and sometimes you make those spontaneous choices, and they become the best exciting experiences you've ever had.
You did that to me. New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. I'll never forget that.
Mm,
New Year's Eve day
okay.
of last year.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I'm sitting down, about to go to like a party, right?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm
Now I
sitting
know what you're
down.
talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
What am I? Okay,
When they sent you the screenshot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down, getting ready to go out to this party. I'm like, okay, we about to have fun, little New Year's Eve party. And I get a text message from the one and only
Yeah.
Victorini Spadini, Victoroni, from this man right here. And I'm like, text. Let me see what he sent me. So I check my phone and it's a picture. And I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Click on the pic and it's a receipt
Mm-hmm.
of the stuff that you bought to make this possible. And
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it.
Right.
I couldn't believe that. I called you instantly, but
Mhm.
like it was
It's crazy
just
that now it's going to be a whole year already that happened.
wow. We've been
Choices.
choices.
Choices. Because at first, right, it was just conversation. It was like, oh, you actually bring up a good point, or you make a valid point in that, or whatever our conversations were at the time,
What have you?
and all that stuff, and the ideas of we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to do this. Well, it wasn't until the choice was made to purchase that it became very possible and real. Right.
That was like that was the best gift
Mm.
right there. Cause like again, that made this possible.
Yes.
That made this a reality. And I don't know, man. I've kind of been blessed to get what I want, really.
You have.
You know?
You have. You're kind of spoiled. I'm gonna have a conversation with somebody about that. We have to talk to the people in the high places and see, like, are you sure? Are you sure?
No, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna go, "Oh, we're very sure," because I believe I can create change.
Mhm.
I really do believe that.
And you have to believe it. You have to choose to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, the whole world can believe in you. But if you do not believe in yourself, it doesn't matter. It means nothing.
doesn't matter. So I just been blessed, very fortunate to believe it so much that it happens. Like it literally it literally happens. And I don't want to sound I'm bragging, but like I just get a lot of things that I really, really want up here. Like I really want something. Somehow it gets done. Somehow, some way it gets done. And it's just through like that belief that I got. I believe it so. It's just belief. The choice of believing. Like I just believe so hard,
Mm-hmm.
and it happens.
Yeah,
So-
and that's what I find. That's what I find interesting about you is that you just believe in certain things, and sometimes and you have this energetic charge about it that there is zero proof of it, but yet somehow you just believe.
Yeah.
And it happens, and then some interesting stuff happens. I mean, we had that situation at the Kings game, which to me still rocks my mind.
Shout out Carly.
Yeah.
Shout out Carly.
What was the other one? Well, you were just telling me about the broken glasses too. That they were off, and it's like you were there right at the perfect moment too for them.
Right at the perfect moment. To my boy Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
I just I don't know. I'm very blessed to be who I am. Like I love who I am. I am super fortunate to be who I am, the way I think, the way of course, I'm not perfect. Trust me, there's so many things that I can also fix, and like situations that I can do better at, and people I can communicate better with. Obviously I'm not perfect, but for the most part, my wins are more than my losses. Like I have
Mhm.
more wins than my losses. But again, I am a competitive nature where I hate losing more than I love winning.
Mhm.
So any loss for me, it's just like it
It's bigger,
sticks.
yeah.
You know, it's harder because I want to just win. I just
Yeah.
want to win, and not in a like cocky way or anything. It's just I'm here to win.
Mhm.
You know, I want to succeed in life. I want to be successful. I want to be so successful where my success can alter the world in some
Mhm.
way, you know? And that's just how bad I believe in it. Like
We're
that's why I'm here. That's really why I'm here. Or else I don't know where I would be, what I would be doing.
probably eating
So
or sleeping because it definitely won't be working.
clearly he hates me. He hates my working ethic. No, stop it. You know, I mean, kind of. Look, let me keep it real with. Now you woke up the beast.
Go, come on, let's bring
Now
it.
you woke
Bring
up
it.
the beast.
What's going on?
Look, when it comes to working a job, I'm not. That's not me. Please, not me. A 9 to 5. That's just not me. So to all of you who obviously who have a job, I'm not shaming on you for having a job. It's just that's not me. I'd rather be in here all day cleaning the lights if I need to, something. But I'd rather be here all day on my own time, on my way, like Frank Sinatra said, my way. And when it's my way, I'm just more obviously I work and I'm not over there like lazy. Like I still do work.
No, you do.
I
You
still
do.
do work, but like I just my mind's not. I don't want to like. I'm just not there. I'm not. Yes, it helps pay my bills. It helps provide, and I'm very thankful. Sure, but like that's just not where I want to be. Which is
Mhm.
why this means so much more to me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You on the other hand, I can't really talk much. You're a hard worker. You are a hard worker. Maybe not by
You just have to. I think so. So hard work is a choice, right? But you just have to make sure that you are doing it for the right reasons, like you said, right? Is here you're willing to work hard. Here you're willing to put in the hours. Here you're willing to wake up early, go to bed late,
yeah.
because it's something that drives you. It's something you're passionate. So it's very easy for you to make those choices because your end goal is very clear.
Yeah.
So it clears out all the extra noise, right?
Damn,
Which is exactly what we were talking about.
that was perfect the way you came
Right?
up. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I get poetic. I bring out the poetic justice,
yeah.
and it makes it easier. And there's other things where you gotta do them as a means to an end, right? Because you do have to pay bills. You do obviously have to eat, and you have to have a big budget to eat. And
This guy is on me today with the comida.
you're tough. So all those things are means to an end, right? So you have to you just make certain choices and you're like, okay, this is a means to an end, so this is what I'm going to dedicate to it, and this is what I'm going to do, and you set it up and you lay out the right foundation so you know that this can get taken care of while at the same time you're taking care of what really truly matters, and you don't put the things that matter least at the mercy of the things that matter most.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you do that, eventually, which I've ran into, is eventually you begin to feel like you're losing yourself, or you've lost yourself, or you have
You
somewhere
have
along the lines
succeeded to what life has like you. That's it.
You've accepted.
You've thrown in the towel.
Yeah, you've accepted. So
Yeah.
you then have to you then come back and sit there and reflect and say, is did I make the right choices? Is where I am at today ultimately where I'm happy?
Yeah.
And using that regret minimization framework that Jeff Bezos uses, which is incredible because a lot of very successful people use it, is if I were to be in my deathbed today, or sit back 80 years, or as I'm 80 years or 90 years or 100 years, whatever the age is, and look back at my life, would I be proud? Would I be happy? Would I have done everything that I wanted to do? Would I have reduced the amount of regrets that I have?
Yeah.
And if the answer is know and you would regret a lot, then it's time to start making different choices. It's time to start making different decisions. It's time to start thinking different thoughts. It's time to reading different materials that are going to put you in that direction that you're looking to go.
It's time to start being a self advocate.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing, because if you start living under other people, like if you start living your life under other people's like dominion, like it's just a wasted life. Wasted life. When you have everyone again has so much potential. Like, advocate for yourself.
Everybody was given a gift.
A gift.
Everybody was given a gift. All you have to do is to explore yourself, go within, so you can find.
There's so many. There's so much people. There's so many people that I've met at school already, and I observe and everything. There's so many people are talented at like certain things. I'm like, oh, this person knows this. I need to sneeze, but
where were you going? Where are you going? Stop! You don't go anywhere. We're just getting started over here.
You're lucky, man. You're lucky. Again, you just gotta, like you said, you gotta figure out what you're good at. But dude, there's a
yeah. You're trying to go somewhere. I don't know where you're trying to go, but you stay right there. But there is going back to that gentleman Brandon that we spoke about on the last pod, right? Yeah. He had a talent that he wasn't truly aware of, or he wasn't able to recognize, or whatever it was. Sometimes it does take that hey, over here.
I'm here.
All right. Sometimes it takes.
I hate that. Oh, I hate that.
Sometimes it takes just that, right? Yeah. It takes somebody else to be able to point it out and to bring it into your own reflection.
Which is again why we need each other. Mm-hmm. Which is again why being confident in yourself, so you can therefore be confident around others and help others and build others, gets us closer together. It's just like world-changing stuff. Mm-hmm. But it all starts with you.
It all starts with yourself. All starts with yourself.
It starts with you. Make the decision to be the best version of yourself that you can be, so that when people are around you, you bring some sort of energy, some light, so that they change, so that the people there they get around, they do the same, and it's just mm-hmm. And like that's kind of what I'm doing as a research project. Right. So just be ready, because I'm here to make change in the educational system and in the life. Okay. In the whole scale of things. I'm here to make change.
In the grand scale of things.
In the grand scale of things, Nathan Contreras is here to make change. Drop the mic on that one. But I can't drop it, but I can spin the mic over here.
Because as soon as that mic drops, you're dropping with it. No, but really, it does come down. It does come down to that, right? It comes down to realizing that it's all about you, but at the same time, it's not about you. Yeah. It's a very interesting fact, because you go within to understand yourself, and you'll find that your greatest moments happen with others.
Man,
by giving moments to others, by spending time with others, but yet it starts with you, and that's what that means, is that it's about you, but it's also not about you. Mm-hmm. It's you focus on yourself so that you can develop yourself to that point that makes you authentic. Yeah, the 100% authentic self. And then from that point in time, because you are authentic to yourself, and you're gonna feel a certain way, and you're gonna spread and share that energy and message.
Yeah,
and others are gonna feel that. And that's kind of how things, kind of begin to affect change. It's a natural occurring science, right? It's if you do, what is it called? For every action, there's an equal reaction.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And it all starts with you. You're the one who goes from inertia into movement.
Yeah. I mean, just think about. Let me tell y'all a story, so you can understand the significance of being authentic.
Story time with me.
Little like bedazzle noises, like yeah. So, I'm at this rooftop, right? Should I shout him out? I'm gonna shout him out.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, shout out to the Osa rooftop. You know what I'm saying? Over there in Pasadena. Shout out to my guys too.
Oye, mi gente.
Xavier, um, Julian, Elio. Shout out to my guys over
See,
there.
I feel like I know these guys too because you talk about them so much.
I can't wait for you to like one day. Hopefully we go out there and you get to chop it up because they're cool people, man. Cool people. But look, y'all know me. If there's one vice that I got, it's the vino. I love wine. I love wine. So I go to this rooftop, and I'm talking to them because I see that this specific wine that I personally like, that I know, the Camus, the bottle that we found over there.
Is it that good?
Yeah, I like that wine. I like it. It's very earthy, very good, very earthy. You can it feels like you're tasting earth. It's
You
crazy.
want to taste earth?
No.
You want to taste earth?
Okay. Listen.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
You want to taste earth. So I'm asking him like, hey, like there's no price I see on the menu. Like what's that about? And he's like, oh, you know what? We actually we're out of it. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, it's because I really like it. It's really good. And he's like, yeah, like I know it is. He's like, we have other two that taste just like that. He's like, you want to taste them? Don't ask me that. Don't ask me if I want to
play with me like that.
You just bring them out.
Yeah.
Just bring the bottles out.
It's like JC said, right? Bring them out. Bring them out.
Bring them out. So he brings out 2 bottles, and he pours me up, and it's not no little sample size little tea scoop. It's good. I'm like, oh yeah, they hook it up over here. So he, pours it out. Boom, boom, boom. And he's, oh, you know what? We got a third one. He's like, I don't know if you like Pinot Noirs, but we have a Pinot Noir. It's kind of good. Don't ask. Just bring it out.
Bring it out.
Just bring it out. No, but he was super cool, and he brings it out. And I have 3 wine bottles in front of me. I'm the only young guy there. 3 wine bottles in front of me. And I'm like, what y'all know about this, man? How y'all do it? Y'all don't do it like me. Point is,
this kid likes the grape juice.
I get three wines, right? And I test them all out. And I try them, and I'm like, oh, like they're good. I'm like, I'll take a glass of this one though.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets me the glass. And we start talking, and he's telling me how I ask him like, so what about you? Like I see you work here, but like you got any projects on the side or like anything you're working on? He's like, you know what? I'm actually a musician. Like I like to make music. I like to I think he said he plays the drums. And I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Like we started talking about music. I started telling him how I tried making music at some point, and I told him my favorite sound, like that synth noise. And he's like, you know what? There's a synth museum in Highland Park. You should go check it out. And like we just started he just started telling me. I told him about the Strand House, how like they have performers there because he has a band and stuff. Like, dude, go. You never know. So we just started talking and this and that, and then he sees me. I'm talking to Elio Xavier too. Like he sees me. I'm just like known there. Apparently, I'm known there now. So as I'm about to leave, I tell him like, yo, like I'm ready to go. If you can get me with the check a little bit, and he looks at me.
Just make sure that the owner of Oso isn't listening.
Oh! I paid. I paid.
Well,
I paid.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I paid.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
the wrong guy. Nah. But like, the point is.
Well, but here's the thing, right? And that's the thing about customer service that a lot of people don't understand. The hospitality, more than customer service, hospitality.
No.
Those guys
Actually,
have made you feel so good about going there that you repeatedly go there. You've gone there twice. in less than 2 weeks? In like 1 week, you've gone twice.
Yeah. No. I've gone once. So in 2 weeks, I've gone once. In
You
2
went
weeks,
Thursday,
I went Thursday of last week.
and you went Thursday
I went
again.
Thursday this week.
So
That's twice in 2 weeks.
1 week, isn't it?
No.
Thursday to Thursday.
I guess you're right, but.
Oh,
Whatever. But no. But look, actually, I hope the owner of Osa is listening because they've made me. You've got a regular. Like you've got my business now, and just for that act right there, like again,
because they're taking care of you.
they take care of me.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the whole point. The point was, like, I was just being my authentic self, and like I'm just very interested in people. I want to hear your story. I want to share my story. I want just to engage and just socialize and talk. And like, because I was who I was, all that, Papa,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
y'all know what,
Yeah.
y'all know.
Right. And it's, look, genuine conversation and a connection and authenticity was the last one. But it definitely does apply. It's just a lot of people don't feel heard.
Yeah.
Some people just want to talk. Some people just want to, they just want to talk. They just want to let go, let loose. And sometimes it can be that listening.
If y'all want to talk, I'm your guy. Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me.
Oh, yeah.
But he's seen it live. I was working one time. I was talking to a lady for like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you forgot you're at work.
You might as well have left with her. Just like, hey, you guys want to go to Katana over there? I'll get you guys a reservation.
But again, it's just people want to be heard. People love sharing. People love talking. It's a beautiful thing to socialize, to talk, to communicate with one another. And you just never know what it can get you. And I'm not saying that because I was being genuine to get free or to get stuff, but like,
right.
It's just
it wasn't with a secret intention.
If you go in with the right mind and the right heart,
people will feel it.
People will feel it,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll know, and that's all it is. That's
Mm-hmm.
all it is. Just choosing to be a good person, to being a loving person, a kind person.
Mm-hmm.
A down to earth person, a mindful person. Like, oh, like I want to hear your story too. Like I love hearing other people as well. As much as I love to. As much as I love, I can yap like a weedy.
Mm-hmm.
All you, if I had
tell me, man, I believe you.
If I had a job,
100%.
If a job paid me to weedy multi-billionaire right now,
you'd be the richest.
I'd be the richest man on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So
that I believe.
So
if they paid you to eat too, Jesus, you would be.
This guy's on me today. Okay. All right. And next week we gonna get you for sure. I gotta figure out something. But again, it's just be choosing to be that type of person will get you far in life. Will get you far. Will get you things you never thought imaginable. Like look at me. Like look at this. Just by being a genuine soul. That was my rant. That was my story.
All right, that's a pretty good rant.
But again, you just never know who can come through in the clutch when you need. You never know who's gonna be there when you need. You never know what someone can save you. Someone can save a life. You can be that person to save a life.
Speaking on that, I was talking to a gentleman today. His name Mauricio. Really interesting dude. Really interesting. And you would look at him and you wouldn't think. He just simple guy.
Yeah.
But when you start hearing through all the experiences that he's been through and all that, and he used to manage clubs and he used to promote clubs and stuff like that. So he was in that life, and through his experiences of life, he saw a lot. He was in the other side of everything, so he got to see it from a different perspective, and that shaped his way of thinking. Now through that and through his experiences by managing clubs and promoting clubs and going to clubs and seeing the life that happens there, he now coaches kids.
Damn, that's beautiful.
And he takes from his experiences, right? Yeah. Which is why experiences are such an important thing to have in your life.
That you experience, baby.
That's why you experience. I was actually telling somebody what our end goal with that is, and they liked it.
Yeah?
Yeah, they liked it. Yeah.
Talking about, baby.
Yeah, they liked it.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, and he's taking his experiences, the tough parts about it and the cool parts and the fun parts and the choices that he's made and and the choices that other people that he was around during those times made and how that has shaped their current life.
Yeah.
He was telling me there was a friend of his that he has that is an ex gangster, and he this guy also owns 2 businesses. From what I know of, he owns 2, but he probably owns more. I don't know, but he's a very business minded guy. But you hear how the way he talks, very, very humble, very down to earth. And those are the people that you're just the most curious about, because it's like, how can you be this way?
Yeah.
When everything you have and everything that you've seen, you know, and then to have that in your mindset to say like I want to give back to children, and the way that he thinks about things, and you know how I was talking to him about kids too, and he was telling me like he had his kids towards a later age. And he's like, if I knew what it was gonna feel like to have kids, I would have started. I would have started younger.
Mm.
He's like, because it's just such a beautiful feeling,
Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
you know. And he's like, but you have to get with the right person. He's like,
Yeah.
I've had multiple opportunities to have kids with other people, but it just wasn't the right person. And
Yeah.
he's like, I didn't want my kids to be kind of all over the place or with different baby mamas and things like that. I wanted, and nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we make choices and you know, it doesn't work out, right? We think that one person's one way, but it ends up being another.
Yeah.
But you also have the choice to refrain from,
Yeah.
right? So if you choose to refrain from certain things because you're like, I want to make sure this is right. I want to make sure that this is what I'm looking for. And he did that, and you know, and he uses his experiences to teach his children and to teach the kids he coaches, right? So the choices that he made in his life,
Shout out Mauricio.
yeah, good guy. I want to have him on. I want to have him on. You know, and the choices that he made kind of give him the life that he has, because he says he's like, I still have buddies of mine that are still in that world, you know, and they're still very involved.
Yeah.
To me, it grew old very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So
Hey man, sometimes you gotta go through life experiences to
You
know
have
where
to.
you have to.
don't think that because you're going through something now that oh well I'm not, you know, no, it's sometimes you have to go through that experience so it can ingrain itself inside of your mind, so it becomes such an emotional situation that it really seeps down into your subconscious mind, so in the future you don't repeat the same mistake, right?
Yeah.
Like there's some people that will have a situation, you know, where they get plastered
Yeah.
and they're gone. And they're like, I'm never gonna drink like that again, and they don't.
Yeah.
Right? There's other people that have yeah.
That's me.
You know, there's other people that have had you know, life or death situations where like they're eating however like crap, and their health is suffering.
Yeah.
And it's not until the doctor says it's like, well, now you're going to have to be on drugs for the rest of your life, or you run the risk of dying,
Yeah.
right? So now you have a choice to make. Do you want to live or do you want to die? Do you want to continue? Do you want to have to do drugs because your choices, your poor choices, let you down a path, and you're going to have to do something where your free will will be stripped from you just because your choices that you made over a period of time were not the right ones,
Yeah.
right? So you know, and the power comes from understanding that the power is within you, right?
Yeah.
The power is within you.
It
You
is.
have the power to decide. You are in charge. You are the captain of your life, and your choices will then tell where you will be.
Yeah. It's that simple, but it ain't easy. But it is at the same time.
It's simple, but it ain't easy because our emotions, we're so attached to things, right? We want to hang out with our friends.
Yeah.
We want to eat that delicious looking burger.
I want to devour that burger right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, that pizza smells so good,
Yeah.
you know.
But temptations are always probably not the best things, you know?
You know, you can indulge every once in a while.
Yeah,
Just
once in
know
a
it's
while.
every once in a while,
Once
right?
in a
You're not
while.
going to be on, I mean, I don't know, maybe, unless you're David Goggins, you're not going to be 100%,
Yeah.
right?
Live a little,
Live a
but
little.
learn a little, enjoy a little, love a little, make the right choices a little.
Yeah.
No, make the
And-
right
and
choices.
make a choice. Sometimes you don't know what the right choice is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to make a choice.
Make a choice.
And regardless, if you make a choice or you don't make a choice, if you don't make a choice, you have decided not to make a choice, and that's a
Mhm.
choice in itself.
Yeah.
And if you decide to make a choice, just, you know, if it works out, wonderful. If
Right.
it doesn't, then just make a different choice.
Yeah, you just course correct, steer.
Just course correct.
You
It's
know,
like
get that ship
that
back.
GPS.
Ship. I said ship. Get
Yeah.
that ship back to the course that it needs
Mhm.
to go, and you'll be all right. You know, that's what life is. Make life enjoyable, man. Every day you wake up and you're just like, yeah, like what's gonna happen today? Because you
Mhm.
never know what's gonna happen today. The most randomest things can happen.
It's super random. Actually, a random thought just popped in my head. My dad used to be a merchant marine when he was younger, when he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
He used to be a merchant marine, right?
Yeah.
So he would load up boats and, you know, all that stuff. And He was telling me one time he was at the steering wheel, I guess, for lack of a better term. I don't know what it's called on the ship, but he was at the steering wheel, and I think something fell or he saw something on the ground, right? And as he went down to get it, he forgot that his hand was on the steering wheel, and and he said that as soon as he got down, he just slightly moved that thing. The ship just
Wow.
shifted.
Wow.
And he's like, that taught me a very valuable lesson that you always have to be aware.
Yeah, awareness.
Yeah, because you would think that such a big boat would take massive amount of power to move it. And he's like, no, it's super light. It's just like a helicopter. When I took my chopper class, that thing is, I mean, you just slightly move your hand and that thing's like, you know, I'm like, well, how am I supposed to land this thing? It's like the guy's just like, you just got to think about it.
Yeah.
What do you mean I got to think about it?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it and it ain't moving. And then when I just think about moving my arm, this thing is flying over on the other side.
Damn, you could have ended up. That could have been scary.
It could have been very bad. Oh yeah. But
Wow.
and you know, it's.
But you
they're
decided to
learning.
live a little.
But they're learning experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you know, he made the choice to get that when it. I guarantee you that wasn't whatever that wasn't as important.
Yeah.
But that choice created a consequence, but he learned his lesson from that. He would never repeat that again.
There you go.
So sometimes you're going to make choices, and they're going to be the wrong choices. It's okay, just as long as you course correct.
Mm-hmm. Well said.
That's all you got to do.
Well said, Vic.
So
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for coming out here performing at your highest
Yeah.
levels. You know, appreciate
of
you
course,
coming out here, man. Appreciate
very
all of
good.
y'all.
Every
bam,
single
bam,
one of you
bam,
guys.
bam, for coming through, listening, showing the support as always. Episode 15. Episode 15 now. We are
15.
that is again mind blowing in its own. But we appreciate y'all listening.
Discipline and habits. Everything we've been talking about from day one to now is kind of what we used to be here.
Yeah.
That's really it. There is no magic formula for it. Is if you just follow that and you just apply that to whatever aspect of your life you want to do, right? For me, it started with working out.
Yeah.
And then it started, actually it started with the pod, actually. That's really what started it. And then I applied it to working out. And then I've applied it to, focusing on the reading and growing and expanding. So there it is.
There it is. Cheers to that.
There it is.
Appreciate you, man.
So
We'll see y'all.
with that one there,
I'm done I'm good.
we are done. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I think we got to say that sometimes.
You say that. I ain't saying that. Because you know what?
Excuse me.
Real recognize real. They know what's up.
All right.
I got y'all. I'm out
Be
of here.
good,
We outta here.
everybody.